You have a human protector, somebody that is still here, somebody that's spoken up to you or is about to speak up to you, that desires and not only wants, but truly can be a protector for you. I sense the person in front of me could be going through an unbalanced time. Collective taste resonates, but a lot of you here, there's some form of male influence wound you are going through. For some of you, this could be regarding, your childhood, things coming to surface about parts you weren't nurtured in. For some of you, this is completely related to a relationship, a masculine energy that you felt disconnected from. However this resonates for you, it looks like this person deeply knows they can burn with you. This is not a form of burning, of pain. This is like Phoenix. This is rising from the ashes. I see two individuals that absolutely had a time frame of where you went into separation for further growth. You both had your own fires to experience. The individual that feels like they're forming every single day more and more into your foundation really does have your back. I keep hearing your connection, your mindset, etc. is really challenging some individuals lately. Like, you're making them second think. You're making them look, not even like in the sense that you're making them, it's your energy and the thoughts that you provoke out of individuals just by the way you speak and talk. It's undeniable. It's undeniable that every person that is surrounded in your life will have some form, even if it's just little or humongous, of a spiritual download from being in your presence. Okay? Spirit says this is a blessing about you, not a curse. When we're figuring out our life, we can see this sense of, why do people always run away from me, or etc.? Why does it feel that things are going great and then out of nowhere, no matter if it's like friendships or if it's romantic, etc., that things get kind of like swept away? And I'm always left wondering what actually happened. You see now the divine protection that has always been in place. Always. Spirit was not going to let you settle. There is a protector. This person that's a deep trust of their own feminine nature, their nurture, their compassion, sympathy, but absolutely embraces masculinity. That is how they present to the world, and that is who they are within. Collective takes or resonates. For this part, you're going to know if you're the masculine or not. If you're not the masculine in your dynamic, then this is us talking about them and confirming to you not only what they feel for you, but what they're intending with you. If you're the masculine here, this is confirming your own intuition. This is spirit stating, yes, you are making the right decisions. Don't let fear set you backwards. Let's go ahead and get into this. This protector energy. What do they intend with you? I saw one dancing as well. Wow. Well, this masculine completely understands there is a whole time of rest, of safety that you guys have experienced. This individual does not wake up every day wondering, are we about to be done with this section? Meaning like the getting to know or the trust. I feel it from both ways though. This person sees that you can. I see the masculine truly is embodying and feeling, I can trust every bit of my intuition when it comes to this person. I am not making anything fit. This is somebody I am supposed to protect. Emotionally, physically, spiritually, everything. They intend to go past the finish line for you. You see, this person, when they put their war paint on for somebody, when they say certain things, they don't go backwards. This individual feels so much for you that it looks like with divine timing, they're going to be able to express. Their intentions are to help you completely have your own independency, not experience the neglect or pain that you did in your past relationships or growing up. Collective takes what resonates, and absolutely being upfront with you. Somebody that tries to always be a solutionist with you, knowing when to just allow you to vent and talk, but never being this sense of, I just want them to stop talking, or I think they're being too much. Like, this individual just knows when to listen. What you've done in your life, okay? You, to receive this type of partner, from the very beginning, had to meet this frequency for yourself. I feel like these cards are almost talking about the past 5 years. About 5 years ago, you had this inspiration. You could have not known each other maybe, or maybe you did, but 5 years ago, you put the war paint on yourself. You went through a deep physical transformation. This could be, well, no matter what, spiritually, but for some of you, this could have actually been physically as well. I'm seeing pounds being shed, or at least a different wardrobe or way of presenting yourself. There's big transformation about 5 years ago. That was your biggest focus. That was the first real big step on Spirit stating, let's get you to this highest timeline. Let's get you to the frequency of people who their own freedom of will is aligning with it. Okay? About 4 years ago, you went into a temporary retreat. After you had this intense energy, you were able to put your mind to things and stay dedicated in ways you never had before. About 4 years ago, this energy came within that year of, this is a time of being in hermit mode. I got a lot to learn. I got a lot to put my mind into. Not so much when it comes to physical, but more emotional in this year. More even, what I'm hearing is spiritual, of course, but even more in a sense of responsibility for your finances, etc. There was quite a bit. You went ahead and said, I am no longer completely investing into all of these people who would never invest into me. I feel there was this returnance of money as well about 4 years ago. Pivotal changes about knowing when it's time to unwrap the gold of a certain idea versus this one is better to stay on the shelf. 4 years ago was about trusting discernment. And as you were doing all of these things, so were they on their end. 3 years ago, there was an energy of straightforward action in a bad situation. Big, big tower moments in shedding illusions to what you felt your life was supposed to look like now when it came to specifically romantic connections. 3 years ago, both of you were still getting, no matter if you knew each other or not, you both were still getting over some other person. Some of you could have even ran away from this person when you met them about 3 years ago. What I'm hearing, the biggest focus for all of you, that this really resonates with most of you, it's y'all been here at least 2 to 3 years in each other's life. The number 2 and 3 is just deeply resonating. And it's rising from the ashes with that little phoenix bird on that card, which I never even realized before. I never saw it. When you met this person, instantly, the sense of, I know you. I can read your mind. I know what you've been through. It's not all shits and rainbows and giggles. Like, this is meat and potatoes relationship. You both went through a whole other level of a spiritual awakening meeting each other, because we go through, there's not just one spiritual awakening. It's levels. But it looks like this year it's about celebration. It's about understanding what you've built. And that it is a time of investment and trusting the new types of contracts, either spiritually, physically, or internally, you are signing. This is also a time of seeing what are the false agreements you've told you were taught and told to believe your whole life when it comes to how things are supposed to be. Domestication, your position in this world, etc. This is a perfect time of brainstorming, of opening up. This is a perfect time to see what false assumptions could be making me fall into living in a fear mindset, because you catch yourself, you see it. It's never that one day you're never going to have fear, you're never going to feel anxiety or etc. That will never happen. There will always, in a way where I want this to be comforting, just go with me here. A lot of times we think, if I have one bad thought, or if I've had this great day and then I do something to mess up the frequency, that I just threw off the law of attraction. I just messed up all that work I did, and it's the farthest from the truth. Being high vibrational, being in your highest timeline, does not mean it's only high frequency going around. It's everything. It's migrating. Fear is the only thing that will keep you two from proceeding forward. And I hear both people telling themselves this as well. Every day, your connection is growing stronger and stronger. Every day, you're trusting in this more and more. It would take both of you completely changing your patterns for this to not formulate into something more. That's what I got for y'all today. And now, we're going to talk about my apprenticeship program. So, I formulated this entire class, this group, etc., that deep dives into everything I can possibly teach you regarding spiritual alchemy, divination, master manifestor techniques, understanding the archangels, the gods, the goddesses, and a vast amount more. If you're feeling called to see if you would like to be one of my apprentices, I highly suggest you go ahead to my website, offprintmint.com. That link is associated in all of my social media platforms. Once you get on there, on the top right corner, you're going to see 3 lines. Okay? Click on that, and that pulls down the menu bar. Click on the My Services, and then on that page, scroll all the way down. At the bottom, all of the details regarding the apprenticeship program are there. Every single person who's a potential apprentice does go through an interview process. Okay? So after you read those details, go ahead and send me a message to schedule your interview. And the button to schedule your interview is right there, right underneath all of the information. I'd be honored to have you and I connect to see if we can formulate something more. That's what I got for y'all today, and I'll see you when I see you. Let's get it.